We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, we are live.
And you're gonna hold that the whole time?
Yes, I have to.
Cool, man.
I tried doing 3. The other one just kept falling off.
Oh, that was the wonky one.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are great though.
what a martyr.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, we're in a different location.
Yes.
We got shot at. We had to switch it up a little bit.
We are in King's crock pot of an office. We are getting fucking cooked in here, bro. Slow broiled.
It keeps you focused.
My Manscaped lotion is gone.
Makes you stronger. All right.
100%.
Makes you moist.
We're definitely gonna be moist by the end of this.
Yeah.
Hey everybody.
It's your couch, not mine.
I don't sit on there. Sorry.
You're right.
Is this what it's like to sit on the couch when you're recording? God damn, who does this? This is so.
Do the fucking opening. All right.
Yeah, how's it feel to not have a fucking throne?
Yeah.
Hi, brother.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's my world now.
Well, guys, welcome to another. But this is a special edition of a Thirst Quencher where we're reviewing 2 movies back to back, and today we are going to review DC's James Gunn's Suicide Squad, and we are the Suicide Squad, right?
The Suicide Squad.
Right. I'm sorry, I don't want to mix it up with the David.
Please don't.
Yeah, and then we're also going to review The Green Knight.
Critically acclaimed Green Knight.
Critically acclaimed, A24
Movie of a century.
Yes,
an
easily an epic that many will understand, and if they don't, then. But we'll get into it. So with that being said, I am Sumo.
I am King,
I am Clarence.
and this is
What up, y'all? This is Just One.
This is just one.
Yep.
Guys. Now,
How you doing, buddy? Long time no see.
Usually
Different.
you're
Did
used
he
to
get
seeing-
shorter?
I mean, I feel like he's always been this short, right?
I think yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about the same height as you, right?
Is he wearing makeup?
We're on the same side. So usually, you're used to seeing him right here in front of the soundboard, but
Nope.
he's joining us right here on the couch, and that's what he would do,
Yeah.
He's such a good guy.
He's here in spirit, but right now he's in the mountains.
Yep, out there in them trees,
Yeah.
burning them leaves,
Wearing squirrel suits and jumping off the giant oaks into the river valleys.
smelling like flannel. So yeah, salute to our guy, who's here in spirit. We're gonna cut up these movies. So we're gonna start with
The Gunner.
the Gunn, the Suicide Squad. We're gonna go around and just talk about what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like, and then of course we'll throw our little score on it. So with that being said, guys, how did you feel about James Gunn's take on the Suicide Squad?
It was amazing.
Yeah. Like I went into this film not expecting it to be so good. When I was worried at first, and then when it came out, everyone was talking about how great it was. And I was like, there's no way.
Right.
Like you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yes.
Yes, that's how the saying goes. Yeah.
Yes.
But no, it was great. I loved it.
You guys
Sorry,
had
man.
that. You guys had that Nintendo mindset, like, no, it's all gonna be shit. Whatever they get us.
No. It's one of those. I always go to see these movies. I always do, and I go with the expectations of a hope that one day they'll nail it. And I think they nailed it finally.
Finally, because they let someone who knows what the fuck they're doing take the reins, and with the added bonus, they didn't touch this film at all, from what we know. Like the studio, unlike a lot of the other projects in this so-called DCEU, even though that's not the official term.
EU.
That's a good one.
They've had a hand I feel like they've had a hand in most, if not all, of these films in some kind of way.
A heavy
fashion.
hand.
Yeah. So that felt like it's hard to even say it's David Ayer's Suicide Squad that came out before, because most of that film wasn't even his cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're here, I just, having that being said, I like David Ayer's movies. We're just gonna address this now. I love David Ayer's films. Like, do I always like the outcome? But it's about the journey, not the destination.
Release the Ayer cut?
Sure. I'll say it like this. If the Ayer cut's hot and ready to go and DC signs off, Warner Brothers signs off on it, and we get it, I'm more than willing to bet it's going to be a complicated, really intriguing mess, just like most of his good work. With that being said, if they don't, like, let's just move on. We have a clearly superior film. Like, we have a
True.
good movie here.
Who's
Like,
superior? How?
Yeah, tell us.
did you see it?
Yeah, that was me trying to get you back on track so we could talk about the movie.
I was gonna. This is a quick departure here. I was just like saying, like, let's just, if we don't get it, let's just move on. We clearly have.
Heido, what do you think?
Beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Word.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna
What? Oh, okay.
Put like a laugh in there.
something.
God. But yeah, this movie, right out of the gate, opening scene lets us know what's up. Like, I think we're gonna try to be as spoiler free as we can, but obviously the longer we get into it, some spoilers might come
The
up.
hardest
So,
gonna get.
Yeah.
yeah, and so by the time you're seeing this, the movie have been out for a
Yeah,
while.
please, if like stop the recording or keep watching, what have you, play in the background and stuff. But make sure you go see this before you listen to this. 'Cause, yeah, we will be getting into it because it's hard not to,
Right.
Especially when it's this good.
Right.
So-
We're excited.
Yeah,
Like, we can't tell you when the spoilers are gonna start, but we can tell you they're gonna be here.
go steal someone's HBO Max and just watch it for free.
Yeah, hopefully it'll still be under 82 degrees by the time we get to spoilers.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't complain about your conditions, knave.
You're right. My bad. There are worse places.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, so I liked it too. I thought the movie was really good. I thought it was really visceral, and they painted this picture of the underbelly of DC. Like, they whatever range they were going for, they nailed it out of the park. I think even more than they understand. Like, they really nailed it.
And that's the scary part. And I think I mentioned this when we were eating. Like, I don't think DC understands why this worked so well, and I don't want this to be a one and done or one and Gunn.
Heido didn't like what you said. That's why it's not working.
Nope.
No, damn it. Okay, never mind.
That was a horn.
No.
It was the right one.
It was the right one.
Yeah.
No, Heido has already spoken. He
Shut up.
He didn't like the joke. I didn't like it either.
Heido, you love my jokes, right?
Hey, I didn't like it either.
Shut up.
All right, so
But yeah, like I really hope that Warner Brothers specifically is paying attention, because this is what we want. We want really good, thought out films, not just films you think is kind of cool and then put it on screen. Hopefully people like it.
yeah, and cut up a soundtrack and just throw it in the movie for
Yeah.
some reason. Because one thing I like doing when I'm watching a movie experience is listen to my radio change 5 times.
Like, you are executives, you're not filmmakers, okay? Don't get it twisted. Let the filmmakers film.
Give them the money.
Give them the money.
Give them the room.
They haven't been in the business as long as we have, though. We know what the people want.
You don't- You're old and white.
Now give me my adrenochrome.
But yeah, I really love the use of the gore in this film. Like I feel like they really used the R rating to not the max, but as far
They
as
use it to their advantage.
to the advantage. Exactly. It wasn't like it like sometimes.
Tasteless.
Yeah, like Deadpool after a while felt like it was like that. They kind of, it just felt like unnecessary, and they were just doing it for laughs, and sometimes it wasn't that funny.
Right.
But this was exactly as
Whoa,
Clarence says, tasteful.
Are we turn shilling here? Are you
Look, man,
using
one,
an opportunity?
that's
Deadpool is
Sony.
Fox.
Yeah. Oh, there you
Deadpool
go.
is Fox for one, and two. Deadpool's always been a one and done movie. You don't watch it twice, 3 times, and be like, haha, I'll tell more people about it.
Wow, I got 2 turn chills here.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, like, I would watch this over again. This movie is fun. This movie is great. Like, but Deadpool's all right. It's like good for like a
Hey,
Sunday movie.
we're not shitting on other movies in the review for this movie.
Yeah, we're here to talk about a movie that will last a little bit longer.
Exactly. But overall, like, I love the fact, like, this shows that James Gunn really knows how to use a cast of characters. And when you make these ensemble films and stuff, you really have to really be particular on who you choose to direct these types of films. James Gunn knows how to do it. He keeps throwing it out. He keeps bringing out bangers each time. He knows how to use an ensemble. I'm kind of hoping I'm not sure what will ever happen, but I would love for him to do an actual Avengers film.
They said that. Well, I don't know about Avengers, but they did say that he does have more DC films.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this was an article that came out a couple of days ago. Now, I didn't read it, of course, but I skimmed it to where it says that James Gunn definitely has more DC projects on the way.
Oh my God, are we about to see the Gunn universe?
You know what?
The Gunverse?
At this
The
point,
holster.
The hostverse.
at this point, I don't trust DC Warner Brothers to give it to one person because we've been down this road before. We all know that gods and angels don't come from the sky, you know. They need to see the fraud you are. No, but if he has more work on the way, great. I would like to see him do anything really, as far as the superhero property is concerned. He tackled these characters. I guess we're gonna get into what we liked about the movie, and I'll go first. What I liked about the movie is that this movie literally gave time and space to provide like backgrounds that lead into the characters' motivations that are by all means not necessary for this film to have worked as well as it did, but the fact that it fed into everybody's thing and it didn't feel like we were being weighed down when we did it we'd spend as much time there as we needed to, and and it was really good. They did that for every character. Everyone felt flushed out, and the people who mattered anyway.
The people who
It felt fleshed out, and I thought everyone just did a really good job. And like I said earlier, the way they painted this world, it's very lived in. I had a similar critique about the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. For all the flaws of that movie, like that movie, this movie has a very lived in part of the DC universe. And I wish they get the room and like think about how to get on path to where everybody can do that, because this movie was really, really good on that. That's what I really liked about it.
Okay. I loved how this movie opened. This movie, to me, I haven't seen a strong opening in a while. And this one, I feel like, knocked it out of the park with getting across how it's the Suicide Squad and also kind of bait and switching you, like who's actually going to be around for the rest of the movie. It was just great, and it was fucking hilarious. You know, I'm like wondering where they're going to do with these characters. Obviously, they're going to. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much, but like basically, it really surprised you what they do with them in the very beginning to keep your attention for the film. You know, like one spoiler, like fucking with Weasel, like how Weasel died in the first. Well, yeah, he died in the first.
He couldn't resist.
He died in the first second of the film and stuff, only because no one. They dropped him out of a plane into the ocean, and he's drowning. And fucking Amanda Water's like, did anyone ever actually looked into this, know that if Weasel can swim or not? And everyone's like, oh.
And the character literally couldn't swim, so they got him out of there. And then after that,
it was just one
after another dropping like flies. I'll put it like this: some of the ones you probably expected just from looking at them, but it's literally more than that. I'm like, oh shit!
What the movie advertised to you in the trailers, you just get kind of a whole different experience. They didn't spoil the movie for you.
No, which is surprising. You know, that's how you actually see a proper way to use trailers. You know, edit them to make sure they're different. So by the time you actually get to the movie, it's not the exact same. Like you're not, finding the beats from the trailer in the actual film.
Right. Slight break to say that I do like that they can pull that off without shooting extra footage that's never going to be in the movie. Marvel.
Broke one.
Disney, period.
Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah, that's nice. At least I'm not going there expecting one thing, and I'm getting what I'm getting, just not in the way I expected it.
True. What about you, Clarence?
I really loved the character performances. Amanda Waller, I've never believed anyone was such a heartless bitch before in my entire life. I love her. I love her so much. It was perfect.
She is great, and she needs to stay.
Yeah.
So please don't let this be the last time we see Amanda, please.
Right.
This actress is great.
Viola Davis is killing it with this character. Like, oh man, she's so good. Like, yeah, I do hope she shows up in other DC properties, because it would be a waste to not use that character whenever you can.
Whenever Amanda Waller's around, it's got to be her. I will accept nobody else.
Mm-hmm. If she's the only thing stitching this fucking world together, I'll be fine with that. Like, it looks like it's like her and fucking Margot. Like, they're just
Right.
There's literally
Even John Cena gave a great performance.
no, he did.
Oh, yeah.
I will give it to him. Like,
Yeah.
Because at first I'm like, oh, is he just gonna be basically what's his face from fucking Fast 9, just with the helmet on?
Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna be, because he wouldn't turn his back on family.
He didn't turn his back. Family turns back on him.
That's right.
Right. Oh, that's right. That's the reverse.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was reversed.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to him and Joel Killerman, because their scene together, for me, I actually believed this tension between these two characters. And those two people, despite their best efforts, I don't consider them actors. but okay, that's me. At least not for a long time. But I mean, can you blame me after RoboCop? I mean, I was really hurt. But yeah.
And there was character synergy in here. Like,
Yes.
everyone bounced off of each other very well.
Yes, layered off of each other. I mean, Idris Elba could have carried this movie on his own shoulders, but he didn't have to, because everyone else was just
He was
lifting.
spread out, and it just made him. And he decided, like, whoever, like James Gunn and the writer, if he wrote the script, I'm sure he had whoever wrote the script, like, they made sure to get everyone light and make everyone great. And you know what? And I'm just gonna say, likable.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes.
Likeable's nice.
Yeah, likable's nice. I like the root for characters, even if they're bad.
Yeah, because at least by the time everything's set up, their choices and what they have to do is compelling.
Even if
Like-
even if they're completely mental, like, they still explained what they stand for
Right.
Exactly.
and follow that to the T. Like Snake Eyes,
Yeah.
me ninja, me flippy flip.
Do a flip.
How? How did you start doing that?
Isn't it obvious? It's
All right.
weren't you paying attention?
Really didn't. Yeah, I don't think anyone was, to be honest. But yeah, go on.
Nah, it's hard to, like, we're really good. I noticed that we're really good. Like, when movies are bad, like, we can go on, but they're good. I don't want to keep repeating myself. That's
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean,
hard part.
I see what you get. Oh, okay. I'll take it up here and say this. Also, these people in this movie are all capable. Like, there's a reason why they do what they do. Like, the powers, the way characters were utilized in this movie was also really good. And I just thought it was a real good, like, mix up of powers. Even the King Shark character. Like, I didn't know anything really about King Shark.
I mean, you still don't.
Way.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a real name. I thought he was
Yeah.
just called. To be honest, like I said, I thought he was just like I thought he just called himself King Shark.
His name could have been Darren.
King Shark I noticed he seems to be making a comeback, because he's like, ever since like his appearance on Flash. Remember Flash?
Appearances.
Flash. Zoom wants you dead. Like, he showed up there. Now he's showing up in Harley Quinn the show, which is really good, and he's shown up in the Suicide Squad video game and stuff. Like,
And he's also, I'm pretty sure he's getting his own limited series.
oh shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
fuck, okay.
But it's like, not this King Shark. It's like ripped, muscular King Shark. That
More anthropomorphic humanoid.
Yeah.
King Shark.
yeah,
Oh,
For those people.
yeah, for those people. He's coming out of the ocean. All parts of his muscles just
Jack.
yeah.
Not deformed.
I like thick. I like
I
this.
think-
I
I like
like.
thick
I like
King
me
Shark.
some thick King Shark. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I do love this version of King Shark, but I'm also, here's a gripe. If you want to, do you want to go to gripes?
I mean, yeah, we can move right along to stuff we didn't like.
There's a lot. There's not too much without, like you said, repeating yourself about what we
Yeah.
liked. 'Cause it was just great.
Yeah, it was just a great film. Like I said, this is a small gripe. I love this version of King Shark, but at the same time, also, like, after seeing him in other things, I wish he was more coherent and, like, more person-like. Because at least in Harley Quinn, he had a full, like, personality.
He wore clothes.
He wore clothes.
He spoke full sentences.
He spoke full sentences. He wasn't, I mean, I feel like I can tell that maybe he's slowly learning the language, because he's, like, on land and stuff, which is cool. But he's still, like, you can tell he's really behind. He has a lot to catch up on. So that's like one of my gripes, because I do like King Shark, but he was still funny. He wasn't, he was just cute.
I also
Cute
like
little
how
shark person.
I like how they didn't make him like the end all be all for everything either. Like, they could have very
He
easily
clearly
done that.
could have just ended every situation.
Yeah, they could have
Basically
made him,
invincible.
they could have made him that character, but they didn't do that either. And
Yeah, I'm happy he wasn't like the entire butt of every joke. Like, haha, funny. he's the comedy relief guy.
he's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there are any gripes that I had, with the movie. It's like I know we need bodies for them to show off and shoot a bunch of people, but the amount of enemies they found themselves like facing throughout this movie, like just waves of people come to them to like die, like whole nation like militaries are just getting wiped out. It's kind
Not to
of
cut you off, man, but you might have to open that door for me, man.
Okay. All right. I will continue.
It was just a little like, because the Fast and Furious does that too. Or should I wait? Okay. The Fast and Furious did that too, where we're just like, whatever place we go to, we're just facing down waves and waves and hordes of guys. And so I get it. You know, we have to go here because we have to show off everybody's skills. But
Yeah.
I feel like James Gunn could have also found a clever way about that, a way around that, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's a small gripe. Like if I had to pick like something, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention this when we were talking about what we liked. I also liked, and I forgot to mention that I really liked the fact that when at the very end they were thrown into a very like impossible situation that they're not meant to fight. Because in the first Suicide Squad film, they were basically put a scenario in that if Superman were to come in and take the president from the White House, who would stop him? And he was like, and Amanda Waller was like, I'm going to make a team that would handle that. And then she
That
put
team
together,
couldn't handle that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
They couldn't hold that.
But I'm happy to know like this team was made to do one thing and one thing only, and it was at their level. And at the very end, they had made a choice to do something beyond their level, and it was like an arc. You know, they grew as characters from that moment to be something else than just like mercenaries.
Right, and that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can go if you want to.
Even towards the end, they showed that even villains have a threshold for what really is evil or not.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. I love like fucking bullshit. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And you hear just screaming in the background, like, fuck.
All right, we'll do it. And I also,
the last thing is that I loved how John Cena and Idris Elba's characters kept on having this dick measuring competition throughout the entire film.
I loved that it was established in the beginning that like, Amanda, he basically can do what I do. He's me. So why the fuck are you getting me? It's like why did you get?
Are you having a laugh? You just said the same backstory I had.
He did the exact same way.
Yeah, the way this world is handled is absolutely great, and everyone showed off their chops really well. About the main villain, like even this guy wasn't really a villain because
The villain
what we learned
was
about
the USA.
yes,
Yes.
as it always is. You know, the movie's got a little politics in here, but yeah, I even liked how even at the end, like there's some like what he said when they got to the end. I was like, oh shit, oh, because that's true. Like they found it, like it didn't just come here.
The main bad guy didn't want this,
Right.
So like, and he was just trying to survive.
And I didn't catch this, but this is kind of like a spoiler, but I'm not like directly gonna explain everything around it. But I even like the fact that, because I was sitting there thinking like, this is like, okay, this is clearly a case of plot armor main character syndrome, that when all the little Starros were flying on the army's faces, it was just missing them for the most part. And when it got to them, it just kind of screamed and moved on. And I realized it was doing that because it's only seen the soldiers up to this point and not these people. So it wasn't really going for them specifically.
Yeah.
And it even just wanted to take over the town because that's where he was being held. Like it wasn't, it was crazy how like even though this is clearly the threat, it's not really, it's just reacting, you know?
I like to think that it's believing those people were there to try and save it, because it did ask that when they first saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me out, please. And
Like-
then they let them out.
Yeah, it's it's a very subtle complexity in a character. You know, some movies really could benefit from that.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't. I'm trying to think of
More
That-
gripes.
just another gripe. Like
I think the movie wrapped up a little
Rough.
a little rough.
Yeah.
When it came to probably like the last half hour of the movie,
Yeah.
it felt like there was some type of glue that was holding the world together. Like there was a line it didn't want to cross, and then in this last half hour, they said, "Well, here's a starfish alien, so you shouldn't care about anything else. Honestly, we can just do whatever we want now."
And for me, it came like it had that similar issue that Snake Eyes had, where the last scuffle with the starfish alien, it's like the characters kind of showing off some of their powers. When really it only took like there were 2 characters there who could have stopped that like right away.
Yeah, like they had multiple roads they could have went down, and they decided to just say fuck those other roads. Let's go this way. Yeah, because especially because
we got to make the spirit. Because I carried the spirit of the whole movie. I got to have a payoff with it.
Exactly.
And those rats must have been some real big, strong ass rats.
They're
because
Mexican rats.
This thing is getting shot by artillery shells and bullets, armor piercing rounds, but then it starts losing its shit when rats crawl on top of it.
That's a grab. Here we go. Like, because you see King Shark. King Shark's getting shot up.
He got dropped 90 stories,
but he's getting eaten up by these aliens. Fish.
They're aliens. So I'll believe certain things for aliens. Like you don't.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were.
Maybe it shoots acid out and slowly melts the flesh and eats the juice.
That's a heavy lift.
It is.
That's a heavy lifting we do around here.
Reach.
I'm squatting 290.
What you squat, bro? That's what we do around here.
Exactly. So what about you, Jess? What do you think?
Chugging that beer may have been a mistake.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah. I feel the same. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like how your opinion always happens to like be along where we are, but not quite in the same camp. I always like that you bring that to the show.
Yeah,
really
he says what he means, but he's like, I'm with you.
He's like a rogue with words.
Yeah. Wise beyond his years for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'm at the rating stage for Suicide Squad. I don't know what else we can say about it.
Yeah, pretty much. If I could go first,
please.
I will give this 9 Starros out of 10.
I'm still cooking.
I'm cooking too. You sprung it on me too.
Let's go. We can let Heido know.
Heido, how many out of what?
I give it 4.5 Red Wings
out of 5.
That is funny. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'll give it 9 New York Rats out of 10.
There you go.
Oh boy, I had to pull this one out.
Come on, there was a lot of multiple things.
I know. I will give
tiny bullets,
polka dots.
I will give. Stop.
Mom dysphoria.
Let me gather.
Fucking.
God, I feel so bad for Mr. Polka Dot guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He actually wasn't really. I mean, I'm not sure what he did. I kind of wish they would what he did to get in there.
I mean,
but
he killed his mom.
Oh yeah, it's true. I thought his mom became everything.
I mean, she is that he can't stop seeing her, but that he did that.
That's
How
true.
could he ever do anything? How could he ever look at anybody?
He can't.
Ugh,
I don't know how he was dancing in that club.
Maybe that's what the goggles were for.
My mom fucking blocking goggles.
I think I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give this movie 9 fucking thickly stuffed King Shark's shorts. Out of those shorts were stuffed.
They were.
They were.
What size with that?
They were stacked. Yeah. So to collect myself and say it again, I'm gonna give this movie 9 thickly packed, dense King Shark shorts.
About to say King Carp.
Out of 10. I want to say King
9
Carp
John Cena's and tiny whiteys.
No.
I don't want to see that again.
I forgot.
I don't ever want to see that again. I'm sorry, brother. I can't do it.
Oh my god, he had the fucking blacked like the dick goes up. Where like when they're fucking huge and they're just really curved like a J.
The plantain.
Yeah. And it kept zooming into
I'm like,
I
good.
get it.
I'm like, good
I
for
get
you.
it.
Good for you.
Good for you, John Cena.
Don't ever show me that again.
Word. Yeah. All
Make
right.
sure, get it again.
It makes
Again.
sense. Okay.
Show it to her one more time.
Like, are you stuffed? Nah, this is natural. Like,
see, that's why.
Wait until
I
flex it.
That's why I thought it was rapper. Earlier in my career.
Yep.
That's what's down there.
That's what's down.
So yeah, guys. That
It was better than Black Widow.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go. And with that being said, that's our review for James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, go see it.
A rare DCW.
Best movie so far of the summer, Grant. So far, I would say like must see. And I would say what?
It's not the best movie of the summer.
Don't say it.
Oh yeah, because we got to talk about the one, the only,
The
Green Knight.
Oh my god.
Another
the greenest movie of the
another
summer.
motherfucking. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Another motherfucking masterpiece from
Thank
A24.
you, A24 for
Grab your wine glass and take a big fart into it. And get a whiff.
let's tilt those noses all the way up to the ceiling, okay? For this one.
is what you need the silver screen for.
All
this
right.
epic.
This is cinema.
Real cinema.
This
okay?
is real cinema.
I feel sorry. Hey, I feel sorry for you guys because you guys have been spending years rotting your brains, on those stupid
this
superhero
cotton
movies.
candy bullshit.
And now, this isn't Stanley Kubrick or anything, but it is a really, really, really well done, like thought provoking.
Look, if you're not squinting when you're trying to think about the plot of a film, then
Or
it's
yawning.
it's not a good film.
no,
All
exactly.
right? If you're not like, what? Wait, that's not good.
If you can watch a movie in one sit down and understand the plot, that's not a good movie. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You need to get the fuck out of here. So we're gonna talk about The Green Knight from A24. All right, what do they release movies every 3 years or something? Or
It's like almost it's been like every other year. It feels like A24. It's been
It's been a minute since
there's another
Midsommar.
one coming out. The fucking Lamb Boy.
I want to
That's
see that.
coming out.
I want to see
Me too.
that.
I'm seeing that shit.
So yeah, this movie is essentially about King Arthur's nephew, which, by the way, the movie doesn't tell you that. So, I mean, I get it. Not want to stand on your own 2 feet. I understand that. But the movie doesn't give you anything. Like, you really would either have to know, otherwise you're not going to.
Otherwise, you'll see an old man caressing some olive-skinned man and being very intimate with him and wondering, who are you?
I mean, teach his own, I guess. But yeah, what did you guys think about The Green Knight?
Go Clarence.
I'm thinking it told a 2-page story in 500 pages.
Wasn't it a poem?
A poem?
Yeah, it was.
novel?
It was based off of a poem of the characters, and
I wondered why maybe that probably worked better than this. Than 2 hours.
yeah, and it's not a hard movie to follow. It's just
A hard
I
movie.
usually go to the theaters to be entertained, and if I want something to provoke thought, I want it to be, I don't know, interesting.
Like you
You can do both, by the way.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You
And
can
this wasn't either to me.
Yeah. Like there were points that like I wanted this film to be something else when I went to go see it, and maybe I had my expectations too high. Maybe I'm the problem. But what I
Yes. This is A24 we're talking about. You're all simpletons.
like but A24 has entertaining ones that have like they have weird shit or like throughout the film to keep me interested, right? But then a lot of those things are usually coherent to everything else. Fucking The Green Knight is so like there's so much space in between the weird shit or the things that's happening to a point where
Or the lessons the character needs to learn.
yeah, that like a lot of it doesn't feel unnecessary. Like he could have just it could have
Hey, we'll get to what you don't like.
okay, yeah,
later.
sorry. Yeah, this film
Oh yeah, what do we like about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now we're just talking about what I'm asking you guys what you think about the movie.
Okay.
You went. He went.
Yeah.
You're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I thought the movie was it was not as good as I thought it was. It was long. It was boring. It was not as good as I thought it was going to be.
I thought the movie, like Clarence said, it's not hard to follow. It's really not. But I will say, from what the trailer sold me, I bought into it a little bit, and the movie experience that I got was not what I expected.
They lied to us.
It wasn't what I expected,
I got
and
fucking Wolverine Origins again.
whoa,
Remember that trailer?
That's on you, buddy.
whoa,
That's on all of us. We went to go see this.
Wolverine.
No.
Origins.
The one that was like spread in the bootleg with the green screen.
I didn't
Nah.
see that. I saw
Oh, with the
theater.
special effects not done yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
God.
bootleg that was so readily available. It was in the streets in the school system.
Oh my god!
It was in middle school.
Yeah, hell
middle
yeah.
school kids were selling these things. Middle school kids.
I hadn't seen it at that point, but I only heard about the laser scene, like the building being taken out.
Yeah.
It looked like some fucking CAD graphics. Yeah, like an episode of Smallville. So I'm used to that.
Yeah,
So I guess we'll move on to what it is that we liked about this movie. Who wants to go first?
I will gladly go first.
Okay.
It was pretty to look at, and the performances were believable. They were good.
Mhm.
That's kind of where it stops.
For me, I mean, Clarence kind of hit pretty much what I was going to say. It's like visually, cinematography, great.
Of course.
The sound design, amazing. The acting's pretty good. You know, I believe them. I believe that they were in the fucking
Wherever.
medieval, wherever's medieval.
Londinia or wherever
Londania,
the fuck they were.
exactly. The visuals were cool, and yeah, I don't want to start because eventually I'm gonna start talking about what I don't like. But yeah, pretty much everything visual, everything that you could see on the screen, every shot felt like it was like a painting or a photograph. If I screenshot it, I could probably put it as a background to my computer. It'd be pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, that's like that. Oh, yeah, I'll say that for mine.
That's okay. But yeah, unfortunately, that's, as Clarence says, that's where it stops.
For me, as he was just kind of putting it to, any steal from the Green Knight, it's like that stuff that you find on
like a poster you find in Walmart. You're like, hey, that looks pretty. Let me buy that for $5 and put that in my living room.
Yeah, you know, random artists on the internet will like do those
Like landscapes and stuff.
Yeah,
I have them all around. Yeah.
Like this is that any steal from this movie is one of those pretty things. This is a very pretty movie, like Clarence also said. It's a pretty movie, and for me, like, I'm not gonna give it. What I liked about it is the props of saying like the characters were believable and the acting was well done, because like this is an A24 film, so I kind of expect that going in. They usually deliver on that aspect. It's usually when we get to what the characters are doing where the movie makes its bones.
The story.
Yeah, and this movie, what I liked about it over everything else was the world it was trying to tell me. Like A24's take on the Camelot King Arthur universe. I thought how they chose to approach certain looks and designs for stuff. I thought the world was very cool. Some questionable stuff, but overall, I liked the world that I was starting to be shown.
Yeah,
and
like I'm liking that we're seeing a lot more experimentation when it comes to Camelot, King Arthur, and all that in those stories, because they need it.
Yeah, they do.
Me caveman, me simple. Show me dragon and magic.
No, true. No. I mean, true.
We know.
But
yeah. My personal favorite is always going to be King Arthur and the Legend of the Sword. That's my favorite take on the King Arthur.
It was good.
Universe.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
good. It was entertaining.
But this was I can see this was that more semi-grounded thing that people want to eat. Like they don't explain anything to you in this movie. That's another thing I like about it. Like similar to anyone who's played any kind of Souls games, how they don't give you an explanation of stuff. They just set it there and they allow the environment or the thing to imply what it does. And you're like, oh, does that protect this character from dying? We don't know. Like they don't.
You just weren't paying attention.
Clearly. No, I don't think that. I think they did it that way on purpose, so I can be confused. Either way, like I for whatever reason, I like how this movie handled its elements. And that's as far as it goes for me for what I really liked about it.
I also forgot to mention, just so I could give the movie its props where it's due, I really love the practical effects that they decided to use.
Yes.
They were great, and they could have easily just made everything CGI.
It would have looked ugly.
Yeah, but they made me, that helped in itself make the world more believable.
Right. Yeah.
So,
The Green Knight looked amazing.
Sounded amazing.
I don't care. I know he probably spent 24 hours in that fucking getting ready.
I loved how every time he walked, it sounded like somebody was trying to bend a tree stump.
Yes, yes, that was great.
Yeah. So yeah, kudos to them for making the movie very pretty, and making the world that it's in very believable.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, this is where we will move on to the portion of the film that, we didn't like as much. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first again if you don't want.
Hold on. Don't be so rude. Heido, what do you think?
Oh,
I'm gonna burp.
I agree.
Right.
See, I mean, he's been saying what we've been saying.
Pretty much.
It's like he's in our head.
Yeah.
I
swear, we just need like a fitted cap.
Right.
Like just, all right, we're going.
I'll go first this time. Basically, and I'm sure we're going to touch on, everyone else is probably also going to touch up on this, but yeah, it was everything else that we didn't talk about. The story, the plot, the characters. I granted, it was great, great acting for what it was and such, but like the story in itself was very bland, and a lot of the things that happened on screen, I'm not sure, it didn't feel like they really mattered after where we were, from where the point where we were going. None of these like setups didn't pay off, and that's where I think it was lacking. Like they kept setting things up and then just kept forgetting those setups and then didn't pay them off. He didn't seem to learn anything until the very end of the movie. And I was like,
when all the lessons coalesced into one moment, one last waking moment, one beautiful cinematographic masterpiece.
it to me just felt flat and dry. And it was like, I would like for it to have like cool fight scenes and all this other stuff, but if you're not giving me that, you got to give me something else. You got to give me some bite. You got to make me like Goran, or whatever his name is.
Gawain. Garwin.
You got to make me like Garwin. But even after this film, I didn't like him. I barely even know who the fuck he was.
I thought the whole purpose of this was to him to learn the lessons necessary to become a knight, or to be a better knight. And while he was learning these lessons, he just kind of seemed like a regular human being to me.
Mm.
Maybe that was the point, simpleton.
I guess, but it wasn't.
But what lessons did he learn? Don't trust strangers.
Yes.
Don't let some other dude's wife beat you off.
Yes. Yes, obviously.
How about listen to the fucking fox when it tells you don't do it? Hey, you don't have to do this.
It's
Turn
okay.
back.
It's okay. When it gets too hard, I'll just bail out anyway.
Yeah.
Or my favorite, hey man, you can hit me at however hard you want and I'll just do the exact same thing to you. No big deal.
And that's another thing. Like the setup for this film was the setup for the main guts of the story was kind of flawed because like it made you question why the knight set up rules when he came in after his mother, the main character's mother, summoned him. Supposedly, it feels like she did.
That's what the scene showed me that she was doing.
Yeah, like Garwin jumped up. He couldn't fucking say no. He couldn't handle not saying anything. He jumped up like, I will do it. I will do this game. And the game was with no consequences, mind you. You don't have to play. You could have told him to just fuck off. But he just came in and said, hey,
you want this axe?
Yeah, strike me down, take my axe, or hit me any way you want. You can scratch me or you can cut my hair off. I don't give a fuck. But just know I'm going to give you the same. It's going to be my choice to give you the same in a year. So he comes in and the rules were placed. Whatever blow that he's going to give the Green Knight, he's going to take in a year. So why did you just not scratch him?
I got to cut his head off. So I don't have to play the game.
Yeah, you got to boast and like, which made me like it then fucking live off that fame for a year.
It's a world of magic. There's no possible way this creature would come back and reenact his vengeance. No way.
No way. I mean, I wish that there could have been some groundwork for the reasons they had to do it. Something, a line like, "I will come and you will feel my vengeance."
He did say either you come see me in a year or I'll come find you.
No, I mean like before the rules. I mean like for the game to actually have some weight for it to actually happen.
Yeah,
they're honor bound.
What would have made it, put him in a position to cut his head off and we would have been on his side.
Yeah.
Probably a fucking fight.
Yeah. In the heat of battle.
There are nothing but morality fights. There was plenty of action. Weren't you paying attention?
It was the fights of the minds.
Yeah.
He put his sword down like, is this motherfucker going to hit my head? When I do this? All right, strike me anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
It just, okay, so was that what all that you didn't like about the film, or you had more to chop it up for? Because I want you to get it all out, and I want you to get your...
No, I don't want to.
Is that all my good deeds worth to you?
Surely my deeds are worth something to you.
Best line of the film.
Best line of the film.
Also, not the best scene. Best scene in the film is the cum scene, for sure.
We're gonna get to that.
The squeezing.
We're gonna trust me. We're gonna get to that.
No, I am. If I keep going, I'm just gonna rant though. So someone else go, please.
I kind of said everything I needed to say already. There's not much I can really enjoy about it outside of how it looked and their performances. It was not entertaining to me.
Yeah.
And it's not like I didn't have the attention span to sit there and try to appreciate it. It's just not what I'm here in the theaters for.
Yeah.
But nice book report though.
Yeah.
I didn't like some of the things that Chris was talking about, like the things that set up that ultimately went nowhere. Like setup after setup after setup, side quests, a few of those. I mean, we watch The Mandalorian. They think we like side quests, right?
All the time.
So,
Most enthralling part.
so yeah, we had one of those literally in the middle of the film, and ultimately led nowhere. And there's what I don't like about the movie is also the double-edged sword of the thing I liked about the movie as well. Their inability or unwillingness to explain how something works. Because when it's in the background and it's just happening, yeah, you know, that's cool. You don't have to explain that. That's just there. That's scenery as far as I'm concerned. But when it pertains to how the story progresses and you literally don't explain how, let's like say how our lead character can somehow see the future and then change his
mind.
his mind and do something else.
Yeah, he saw his whole life flash before his eyes.
Like this happened.
Or like we have this this green and gold band that's supposed to protect him from anything, but it never gets used ever.
Right. Well, maybe
The lesson that he had to learn was to face things with his own strength.
Yeah, but I would like
hold
to
on,
see.
hold on. You got your gloves on. Let me put my gloves on, bro, because I'm about to bust this set out. I think that the belt was in use the whole time because that's probably what gave him the ability to glean the future and change his choices so he wouldn't get hurt. This movie.
Damn, then why that belt allowed him to get murked in the first place? By them fucking bandits.
Right?
Like
he took it
like I
off
said,
and then he died.
he saw what would happen if he stayed there, but he chose not to.
But he didn't have the belt then.
He did have the belt. It was tied. Well, did he have it?
Wait,
No, they stole the belt from him.
what, the whole time?
The bandits, the little boy.
bandits?
The other girl gave him a new one.
Yeah, it gave him the same one basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
everything he lost came back to him. Everything he lost.
with another thing that wasn't properly explained is almost like, you know, there was no struggle. There was very much struggle for him to keep it, but then it was just given back to him randomly throughout the film. It almost makes you wonder why they made him lose it at all. But
Like I don't know. That's one thing. I don't know what Garwin wants. Like
Yeah.
it'd be fun if he like said I want to be a knight or I want to be the king, or he even mentions like, you know, I say I want to be a knight and everything, but you know, really I want to rule. I think that would be cool. I see my uncle do it all the time, so why can't I?
right.
That could be me. An easy line like that would show like, okay, this man, he doesn't know what honor is, and he thinks it's all about glory and fighting and getting, you know, knighthood and then kingship, but it's supposed to be more than that.
You're supposed to get that by watching him try to nab glory by cutting off the head, bruh. And remember what that throwaway line where he said, "You forget your place around all the great people. You are great, my nephew."
He's like,
What?
don't take your seat around them lightly.
No, I don't know. Could have been done better.
Yeah.
I'm done. Please, food, spoon me. Food.
Spoon feed.
Spoon feed.
Spoon feed.
Oh God.
Spoon feed me.
Yeah, spoon feed.
Spoon feed me, please. Some things need to be spoon fed.
Yeah. Especially when they, you know, have a lot to do with the plot, with the way the plot works in the movie.
Yeah.
You could explain a little bit. You don't have to do all of it, but just the stuff that directly affects the plot, which this movie never did.
Make it loud and clear so
Please.
we can know, okay, I can attach to this. So I'm hanging on to this the entire film.
I can
Right.
speculate all day, you know. I could sit there and dangle and try and do some extra heavy lifting.
I can say that this shit is this is all just a fucking dream. And then the moment that he tried to strike the fucking knight down, then he got struck down himself. And it was all a trick. And it was just him living a dream or something like that.
What would the knight do if like he got hugged instead?
Here, I strike you. Then I will hug you in a year hence.
He's like,
He looks up 1 year hence.
Oh my god! Stop! Now you got me thinking of the porn of the Green Knight.
Stop.
undoubtedly,
What would be the name?
undoubtedly, this
What's
would be
the
a more
porn name?
exciting movie. I'll tell you that.
It's true. What's the porn name for the Green Knight?
Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's,
Wait.
Sorry, it's only 3
What
words.
was that?
You know, it's hard out here.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would accept that.
Okay.
Damn,
I would
Idol.
accept that. I would
Right
accept
back at it again.
I know, right? I would accept that.
He's on it today, huh?
He really is.
He's on it.
Yeah, it's strange that he's not like this any other time, but for some reason now, that's cool.
He's definitely a little quieter than he is.
I'm cool with it.
Hido, we love you. Don't.
No. I'm pretty sure this would be like a gay porno.
Yeah, of
Go
course.
ahead, yeah.
What? Yeah, of course. What?
I don't know.
This isn't gonna be a straight porn film. It's A24.
I'm gonna say the Gay Knight.
No.
Okay,
it's,
that's
it's
too
too
easy.
easy. It's too easy. It's too on the nose.
He's a real knight now.
Garwin Gox.
Me and my big axe. I don't know what.
The Brown Knight. It's just it's a
wow.
blacked film,
Uh,
and the little girl like
stop.
and the fox looks like Pikachu from that one.
Yes,
The
it's
papier-mâché
clearly
head.
a person. The scene would start. The scene would start right there when he's like, "Hey," she's like, "Hey, you don't have to do this. You can come back with me." He's like, "Word."
I can come.
They cut back to the cave. Oh God.
It tells you a lot when the porn version of this film is way more entertaining than the
Yeah,
actual film.
and you know, I guess I'll wrap it up here. What I was saying, like this movie, like I said, the one of the worst things about it is that everything is so vague. It doesn't serve the film, especially its ending.
Yeah.
We walked in the movie and put on our gloves again and started lifting as to what we thought this ending meant. And for me, I thought it meant, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, I thought it meant that this was all a test to get you into knighthood. But working off that assumption, everything that Garwin has gone through so far, like Chris said, like he went through all of this without so much as a mention as to what it is that he wants, as opposed to what he thinks other people expect of him in this family, I guess, or whatever. He's just doing stuff because people told you to go there. Like he's reacting.
He's a what they call a passive character. Things happen to him, but he doesn't move the plot forward.
Yeah, I don't hate Garwin. Unlike Snake Eyes, I hated that motherfucker walking out of there.
There was no other choice but to hate him.
Exactly. That's what the movie wanted me to do. But yeah, Garwin, on the other hand, I just feel sorry for him. Like, homeboy,
Like someone made him do something that he didn't want to do. And I was like, well, I guess I'm committed.
he's literally just going through it. And let's talk about that big, fat, messy L at that castle. Good Lord. I want to point out this scene specifically because I will say this is one of the first scenes, if I were making this movie, it would be on the cutting block for sure. Like, I don't know why this is in here in particular.
You have to show that he too is able to succumb to lust.
Oh, he came.
But like he was fucking some girl before this. What's the big deal? He was in the whorehouses before the movie started.
Because the
My
movie,
boy pent up.
he's been come on.
he's been out there in the woods
did.
For danger, tied up, almost died. He probably had one just ready for a week.
He's
like,
been,
look, and
it was what like a month journey or something, a couple of days journey, a week journey,
it's like a couple of days.
It had to be a couple of days by
Like-
the time he got there.
and he stayed a couple of days, a couple of weeks with the
because it
with
was-
the family.
Because he left right
A
before.
couple of days. He had
like a
9
week.
days. He had 9 days. But
Yeah,
he-
before
yeah.
New Year's or Christmas. No.
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh yeah, this is a Christmas movie, by the way.
Yeah, that's just thrown in there.
There's no snow. Not enough snow.
True.
Can't be a Christmas movie.
Or
Not
a Christmas tree. No, there was snow.
Not over here. In America.
And then like they really and it, it's an A24 film because they love their shock value because they had to cut to him squeezing his belt that's covered in gooey white cum.
Like, yeah, no joke, no shit. Like, it's like someone took a jar of Hillsman mayonnaise and said, "Psh," and he just grabbed it, just clenched it, squeezed it between his fingertips. It was, I don't know why
And
they
it
put the
made
shot in
and it
there.
made like the squishing sound too.
It was right on point.
But that's the thing. Like, it would be different if they set him up to be like this goody goody two shoes. He thinks he thinks he knows how the knighthood and how the world is, and he
Can't commit to a woman.
Yeah, like you. But
No. Correction. He can't commit to a whore of no prominence.
No, she was just lowborn. Okay, he was in it.
Exactly.
I liked her.
Me too.
Yeah, she was a great character.
She got done dirty. She was like, "Hey,
She's gonna get done dirty.
how about we get married? You become king, and you go in a castle.
I'm gonna be your lady.
I'll be your lady. You're gonna be." Well, okay, I got instant what's her face vibes from fucking Game of Thrones.
Guinea.
No, was that her name? The redhead?
Yeah.
No, the redhead was somebody else. Guinea was the one that Sam was with.
Oh, that one.
No, not. I mean, maybe.
I got her, a
too.
little bit of her too.
Yeah, but mostly like what's her face? Because he was talking to her like, "Oh, you're not going to the castle.
He's like,
Be your lady."
he's like, oh,
Oh, you're.
Oh, that's
He
you're
couldn't
so-
even
he
look her in the eyes and lie to her.
He's like, "Oh, baby, of course. So when I come back, we'll do it all together."
Yeah.
She was
I'll be
a
back.
ri-
I'll be back.
She was a fucking ride or die. And he just like
Yeah.
fucked her, got her pregnant, and then left her for nothing.
He said he could cut my head off. He could not cut my head off. I ain't taking that risk though. I ain't getting locked down to nothing.
He can come back anytime. I don't know.
He's like, "I would marry you, baby, but you ain't royalty. You haven't read enough books for my taste." Yeah.
Can you write?
He's like, I can't do that. He's like, that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, the character
I know how to
is
do these
You
questionable.
probably still shit on wood while you should be shit on marble.
So what, you guys still use leaves where you're at?
It's fucked up.
You got no aqueducts, baby. Never heard of those? Yeah. The character Garwin is extremely questionable. Like not as unlikable as Snake Eyes, but you just don't go from you're in the middle of not knowing what he wants to this guy's a complete bitch, dude. He's blowing his load super early. He's running away from fights that he clearly agreed to, and he cut the dude's head off. Put himself in this whole situation
By himself.
I'm
unnecessarily.
surprised he didn't swing on that fucking fox.
Man, sooner.
You don't have to do. Ah!
I don't know. This movie was a mixed bag at best. Very pretty to look at.
It needed more Fox talk.
Yes.
Like that fox. As soon as
No,
that Fox talk.
it-
No, I'm just saying, if he had someone else to bounce off of, if the Fox was there at the beginning to be maybe a guide, like maybe he enters the realm of like the Green Knight, and then like, okay, let me,
Let me coach you
more,
along.
More mysticism.
more
the
mostly that.
movie advertised mysticism to you, but we didn't get that. Like the scene with the giants was just that. You saw it in the trailer, and then in the movie, it was the same.
You saw some giant titties, and
It
then,
had no context. It had no purpose. They just whatever said, "Hey, look, big bitches."
and then like it's always questionable. You're always questioning things, but then he gets high on mushrooms, so it could have been
So it could have very much been a dream.
maybe. Who knows if he's still eating the mushrooms and shit? So
Let's give it a number.
okay, I give it a. What I think I gave Snake Eyes a 3.
I don't remember what I gave.
I know I gave Snake Eyes a deucer.
I'm gonna give this one like a 5.
Damn, not even any funny quotes.
Nope. Wait, okay. I give it 5 giant titties out of 10.
Giant rock titties.
Giant rock. Where they rock?
They were grayish.
They were
Yeah.
something.
Earthy.
Giant gray titties.
Never saw him again. By
They
the way,
weren't on
after.
Dragoness. You see them hips?
Never saw him again after that. By the way, never. No more giants.
No
after that.
mention of them or anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just giants.
I would think there'd be
just
a
like-
mention of the giant marble people migration.
Yeah, just like everything else. In
That
this
howl.
film. No mention of the ghost. No mention of the fucking thing. The hell, barely mention of the people who robbed him.
Right. No mention. where
That
they-
happened, and then it didn't happen.
And they robbed him, and then they're like, whatever. We'll FedEx it back to him. He's going to the Green Knight, yeah?
That's another thing. They like, why? Okay, they stole all his things, and then they kept leaving his things around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna take them from us as clearly to show that this character needs these things, or he might get hurt.
It was the Green Knight helping him. It was the Green Knight saying, you learned the lesson,
man,
so I'll reward
you just keep adding.
you.
You just keep adding weight to you.
no
don't
wonder
you?
you're getting in shape, bro. You're gonna be with that many sets. You're gonna be
Bro, I'm squatting 350 now.
You're gonna be looking like
maxed
John
out.
Cena too.
fucking maxed out, bro. That's
But-
crazy.
Or like the fact that it would have been really cool if, because remember the guy said, "I'm gonna finish your journey for you." He could have been fucking around, but maybe what if he was actually serious? You
We'll never know.
I mean, saying it would have been nice if he was and he got there first or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Sorry.
What also would have been nice would have been a fucking fight at the end somewhere. Like, okay, I know it's A24.
He had an internal struggle. The only fight necessary.
You're right.
Okay, yeah, I gave it 5 gray titties out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 4 sloppy old man with a beard kisses out of 10.
I'm torn. All right, I'm torn between these two scores. I'm gonna give this movie 1 unmentioned old lady sitting in a room out of 10, or I'm gonna give this movie 2 cum stained protection rags out of 10.
You
I forgot about that crazy
You
old
keep
lady.
mentioning this lady. Who's this lady you're
I
talking
don't know. The movie,
She was blindfolded.
the movie never bothered to explain that to me, so
And she was in the
I can't
corner,
tell you.
Silent.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell you who she is. The movie never bothered to explain any of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, So yeah, I think
And that wraps it up.
I think we're done here, guys. That's been
We have tiny brains. Green Knight bad.
yeah, but like I said, you go online and you blindly clap your hands like everybody else and turn your
You'll
nose.
hear
up
the
and say-
propaganda.
You'll say
Yeah.
this is like pure cinema, and
Just
if
know-
you enjoy the movie like that, good
if,
for you.
If you like the film, but please don't pretend. If if you're watching it and something doesn't feel right and you're falling asleep and stuff, you're allowed to not like it.
It wasn't
It's
the
fine.
long work day, buddy.
It wasn't. That film can be NyQuil.
We know
All
what
right.
you are.
Yeah. So with that,
With that's been our Thirst Quencher double review for The Green Knight, and what was the other movie? The Suicide Squad.
The
There you go.
Suicide Squad, man.
I guess I wrapped up in this Green Knight hate.
I know.
All right, y'all. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Thirsty Nerds. Also YouTube. Please like and leave a review.
Yeah, tell us what you think of these films if you've seen them already.
Did you like The Green Knight? All right.
Did we miss the point of the Green Knight? Would you like to educate us?
Are we simpletons?
Did you not like the Suicide Squad film? And please tell us why.
Because it's not the air.
Why you're wrong.
It's not the air.
I'm so tired of seeing superhero movies. That's why it's bad.
Yeah, because I'm tired of them, and now you all are too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
All right, y'all.
All right. Peace out, you nerds.